Holy smokes, guys, I'm a noob. I was like 20 minutes into the video and I looked at my OBS because of the doorbell rang and I wasn't even recording. So I'm gonna try this again. We are going to try to make it more quick. Okay, unfortunately, so a lot of the juicy info I had in the last one, I'm literally just gonna skip over it because I'm annoyed. So, anyways, I did a video last week. Okay, and I told you guys I want to help you make one 300 to 400 per day or up to 1,000 a day is kind of our target. You can make less than that and you can make more than that, right? As you can see from this photo, this was today's profits, right? On Crwv and a little bit on UNH. Not much. I closed these at 50 cents, and as you can see, they're only 10 cents. So I would have made an extra $400 there. I left 400 on the table and only took 351, but who wants to risk it on that piece of shit? And we made 25.28. Now that should actually be about 6,000. I'll get into a little bit about that because that is something I wanted to mention here when we're targeting these low risk plays, right? But I said it in this video. I want to help you do it, and it's possible. It literally is easy. I've showed you how to do it. This video. This was before the market closed. You could have played Monday, the trade desk, and then Monday. You would have won money on both, right? The trade desk, I talked about it here. I talked about Reddit. I talked about Palantir. Talked about Webull. I talked about PayPal. I talked about we're on 11 companies, guys. 11 companies and 11 wins. Every single one of them was the lowest one. If you closed it the very next day, was 95% of the position. You could close it out, costing you 5%. So you made 95% gain, but the very next day. And then a lot of them, like, we just let them expire. So that's what you're seeing here, right? So it's not counting this extra $80 in this 25.28. It's not counting this yet because I haven't closed this particular position. I closed everything else. I closed all my 80s. I closed. I closed these for 20 cents. Actually, I closed them for quite high. I did not close these because I don't think it's going to go there tomorrow. These expire tomorrow, right? May 16th. And I mean, I don't want to pay four contracts times 10 cents. I don't want to pay $40 when I'm could just leave it open, and then tomorrow, Friday, when as soon as the market closes, if that is below $82, I just keep the $40, right? If it's 81.99, I get $40 extra for a total of 400 times 30 cents for $120, right? 40 plus 80, 120. So this is like 26.48, right? It just, again, doesn't count that yet. So why does this matter? Like, well, that's what the goal of my channel is, to help you people. I'm literally asking you guys to join a Discord that costs 50 cents a day. I'm not asking you to download courses and all this bullshit, one-time course that maybe the information is relevant today and not relevant tomorrow. I'm like literally going to give you the plays for free. That's like part of what I do, but I'm also going to help educate you and teach you live, like, and in time. And I'm going to prove that this is the case. Like, we went into the gain section here. We've got this guy. This is the kind of profits he's had since rejoining us. Tone P rejoined us. He had left and he came back. This is his week. He lost $20. He made 15. He made 26. He made 2,300. He made 240. He lost 400. He lost 90. He made 558. He made 17. He made 1,800. He lost 9. He made 800, and he made 200. He's on pace, guys. This is what I'm talking about. Okay. And then this one, I think, is just an outliner because he's been very quick to just cut out of those losing plays, right, and move on. And I don't know what this one, he would have to explain it, but I mean, the wins are far outweighing the losses. And we had what was this guy? So this is Joe. He's been with us a while. This is his biggest play was today. Where the hell is he? Like, I mean, here's our play for 1,400% gainer. Where the hell is he? Joe. Come on, Joe. Where you at? Ah, here we go. So, uh, UNH, he bought some puts on that, and he made 5,350%. Oh, here we go. Zoom in a little bit. It was 4 contracts he sold for, or bought for $80. He turned $80 into $4,360. We're doing different types of things in the Discord. He says, my best trading day by far. Can't thank this community and Kev enough. And I am Kevin. And, great members, been with us for a while. I really appreciate members like that, right? That have been here for a while. Appreciate all my premium members, all these blue guys. I have more. Like, this is just the online people, but we have hundreds of members, 200 members. Love each and every one of you guys. You guys are an integral part of what we're doing here. But that's the goal. Help you guys for pennies. I can't do it for free. No one works for free. But I think $20 a month is like fucking a joke. Costco people stocking shelves get paid $30 an hour. I should probably be charging $500 a month for my Discord. Like, I'm not even joking. Or $1,000. I'm literally spoon feeding all the information you need in the place. I'm highlighting them. I'm underlining them. I'm doing the due diligence on the stock. Crwv. 77% of its revenue comes from 2 customers. Nvidia just bought 25 million shares of its 330 million float. They got a deal with OpenAI, but it's $4 billion, but it runs into 2029 and it's up to. So it could be $0 or it could be up to $4 billion. This was their first earnings. Like, I do all the DD. I take all of my time. Sometimes I'm up well past 2 in the morning for you guys. And this is one of the things I wanted to talk about on here, and how we could have doubled what we made here, but I took a nap and I came back too late. Because I'm running a strategy that I'm gonna, like, it's gonna explain to you guys, but I'm also gonna, I know that a lot of the Discord people are watching this. So it's something you should take into account when I'm posting in our low risk plays room. Okay, right? So let's just quickly back up real quick. We're going to go. So that video I gave, my last free video for you guys, which is on YouTube, was Monday. And it was a winner, right? We made $300. It wasn't a big position. We didn't go in big on it, right? We didn't want to start the week out bad or something. So we just did a small one. But what is that? I said I want to make $300 to $400 a day. So here was Monday's play, and then we did some other plays, DVA. So that was not in the YouTube. We did DVA, and that was a winner. DVA got smoked. Okay, we actually were able to close that in the same day. We didn't even hold that one overnight. Usually these were designed to be held overnight. We just closed it. We made 30% gain, and we closed it, and that was enough. That was hundreds of dollars, right? And then we did, fast forward to today, right? Okay. It's an unedited comment, and I'll show you what I mean by unedited. So real quick where's that one? I have one that was like edited. Edited doesn't necessarily mean, oh, they're hiding something, but it could mean that. If you're watching a different YouTuber or somebody and they show you some shit and it says edited, or it says paper trading. There's a very popular YouTuber, and he's constantly showing you the gains that they made, and it says paper trading. So here's a message that's editing. This is a benign message. I probably swore or had a spelling mistake. I probably said profit taking central. So I just edited it and made it say profit taking central, right? When I'm giving these plays, all of these plays, nothing's edited. This is the message. There's no edits. Still no edits, still no edits, still no edits, still no edits. And I'm going to go through that. And that's important, because you're understanding that I've done the work before I've given you the information, so that I'm giving you actionable information that I don't have to correct. Which can happen, but I'm saying, like, that is important, because if I'm giving you information and I got to, like, backtrack on it, that could cost you money. So I'm doing what I can to help prevent any losses on your end, and also provide you, like I said, actionable info. And if you're watching on YouTube and you're not in the Discord, this is what you're missing, and this is how it's portrayed, and this is how it's put out. And This is why it costs money. Give me 1 second. I gotta. Okay, I have no idea if I paused that or not. I think I did, but I'll have to rewatch. So anyway, so this was the play for today that I gave out yesterday. So yesterday at 8:06, guys, that means 10:06 Eastern. Zooming is not really making that any much better. Anyways, it says selling calls in big bold letters. So if you can't follow this, my Discord is not for you because this is for a 2-year-old. And I'm not trying to be an asshole, but seriously, like, I don't like, this is the easiest shit to follow. You will find it anywhere. I give the ticker, Crwv. I tell you what the risk is. This is their first earnings. They only launched last month. The value is unknown. But then I did all the research, okay? Did all the research, and then I say, so the $80 has a 1.23% chance to get assigned. $80 over 65.50, because at the time the stock was like 65.50, 65.59, right? 22% chance. It's 22% out of the money. So you're 22% away. Very good. And then I did 85, you're 29% out of the money. That means the stock would have to go from today to tomorrow, it would have to go up 29% for you to even be at the money. Not losing money, just at the money. Okay? Meaning like break even. Okay? So I said I prefer the 85s and 90s. I didn't even mention the 90s. But I said because it's such an unknown, and then that the chain only went to 95. I said the 85 pays 50% more than the 85. So what I really meant there was the 80. The 80 pays 50% more than the 85. But I didn't edit this because I guess I didn't catch that mistake. That would be an example of a time you would edit. I would edit that to say 80, not 85 pays 50% more than 85. That's the same thing. Manage your own risk. But it should be, and this is my golden nugget symbol. This should be golden nugget. Free, in other words, free money. Okay? And then I showed the chart. So you knew what to do. These are calls. These are the ones I highlighted. This is what they paid. 80, 85, 90, and 95. 80 paid $1.39. 85 paid 93. So let's just do this. $1.39 divide 93, right? That's 50% more. If you went with the 80, you got 50% more than the 85, which is what I'm saying here. Right? I said that was a spelling mistake. That should have said 80, but that's exactly what I'm telling you. So I've done the math. I've done the numbers. I'm taking... Time is money, guys. Time is money. Your life is valuable. I'm doing all this work. You can pay me 50 cents a day to do it for you. I should be charging $500 to $1,000 for this Discord. I should raise the price. I really should. But I haven't. I haven't raised the price. Because I would rather have many more members that can just pay the 20 and afford it and are happy to be here than a bunch of salty, crusty people that are like, fuck, I need to get that $500 back, or fuck this guy, and leaving all these bad reviews and stuff, right? I don't have negative reviews on this. I don't have a bunch of people spamming my comments that I'm a fraud and it's a scam. I have like tons of great comments for such a small channel, and this because it's legit and it's easy and it's free money, and I provide it for you and I do all the work. Here's the in the money probability: 1%, 0.15. 0.01%. So if you don't know what 0.01% means, try to get out of the way on that. On these two strikes, right? 0.1. That is as if you had a 1,000-sided dice, a dice with 1,000 faces, and you rolled and you were like, it has to hit 813 for me to lose money. You roll 1,000 sides. There is a 0.1% chance that it hits 813. Every other side of the dice is a different number, and you win. That's what that means. So that means sell a 90 call, get $60 in your pocket, okay? And there is a 1 in 1,000 chance you're going to lose money. the very next day. And a lot of people, they want to focus on buying calls, buying puts. Yeah, you can make incredible money doing that. Incredible money. But you can also lose all your money doing that. And the point of what I'm doing here is to help you grow your account so that when Trump's done in 4 years, hopefully you have like $1 million. Anywhere from 250,000 to $1 million bucks. I want you to have 6 figures to 7 figures from my help, so that if shit's hitting the fan because of this 2030 World Economic Forum, New World Order, globalist agenda, 2030 is this crazy year that they all have been talking about for like 5 years now. Do your own research. Like, this isn't, we're not talking about Earth is flat. We're not talking about Pizzagate. We're not talking about, Diddy Island and all that shit. We're talking about government people that have specifically mentioned the date 2030 hundreds and hundreds of times, and all of their policies are for 2030. It feels like we're going to get WW3 in 2030. Something that like alters and changes our Earth, or the way humanity coexists. Something's happening in 2030. I don't know what it is, but I know that I want money when it happens. And maybe you don't want USD either. Maybe you want to get $1 million now, and then you want to have Chinese yen or yuan, whatever the hell they have. Maybe you want some rubles. Maybe you want some Australian currency. Maybe you want some British pounds. Maybe you want some French francs. Maybe you want some Canadian. Probably not, because our country's turned to shit, and our dollar is horrific. Maybe you want some Mexican pesos. Do you know what I'm saying? You can diversify the currency. Once you have the money, diversify the currency, and in even doing so in that, you will protect yourself financially from potentially what is coming down the pipelines. I would not be holding $1 million in USD. We don't know if, we've got BRICS nations and all these countries kind of teaming up that are sick and tired of being subservient to the United States and the USD. So, something to think about. And we're on pace to do that for you guys, right? We're 11 for 11. Eventually one of these may go against us. Who knows? But again, we're rolling 1,000-sided dice and 100-sided dice, and we're trying to target like 1%. So, to get your $300 or your $400, at 90, at $60, $400 divided by $60, you would have had to sell 6.5 contracts. So you sell 7 contracts, there's your $400. And I tell you today, it was free money. You got paid out. Now the problem, the thing I was frustrated with this one is about, and I even went on, let me finish. I went on to say, you know what, forget that, because I had mentioned the 80s and the 85s. I said, fuck it. I don't even want to risk even hitting 80, guys, because it was a pretty big unknown. I said go for 85s and 90s, and then you could target 95 for the following week, because next week, the 23rd, the options chain went to 95. When I woke up today, they'd added 100, but it didn't exist before. Like yesterday, it was the highest was 95. So I said, yeah, I'd do that too, because it pays like really good. And if this thing kind of goes sideways, you'll just be able to cash in. And you were able to do that, right? We did that. Like I showed 95 on here. Yeah, I only took 360, and damn, I closed those things out at like 75 cents. From like $1.95 though. Right? And now they're only 30 cents. So I left, and I had 30 contracts traded. I think I had 10 overnight or something. Whatever. It's hard to know my exact numbers, and because I'm doing some day trading and scalping and shit too. But anyways, so I said, forget it. Just target these. I even see how we took this big list, and I said, you know what? I'm going to make it real simple for people. I'm going to shrink the list, and I'm going to circle. These are the options. This is the price. It was 64.23 when I posted. In the money was 0.06 and 0.01 and 85 and 90, guys. 71 and 50 cents. That's what you're getting paid. Like, easy money. Then I found later out that their main competition is Amazon and Microsoft. and their main customers are 77% of its revenue is from 2 customers. So if one of those 2 was like, we don't want to deal with you anymore, you're screwed. Or they're screwed, I should say. Like very bearish things, right? And selling a call is bearish. It's not bullish. Anyways, we go down. We wake, we fell asleep. What we were supposed to do, and again, I said, because there's a lot of Discord people watching these videos. You're supposed to, what I've been testing is selling in the morning in case it sells off into close. Like if it sells off before close, you're going to miss all that IV. But if it pops into close, you screwed yourself out of a lot of profit. Well, that's what Crwv did. Crwv did pop at close, as you can see here. We sold around here really early in the morning, right? 10 o'clock, I said. We're like here, maybe even here. It popped up, dropped a little bit, and then it climbed, dropped, climbed big time, and then it had that real steep drop right at close, but it was still higher than what we entered at, and then popped off in the after hours, and then dropped when reality set in, right? Often you see a pump and dump on earnings plays. It happens all the time. But anyways, so these contracts we sold for pennies, for 70 and 50 and 30, those wound up being like $2 and $1.30. My strategy originally was sell some in the morning, come back, sell some in before close, because we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know if it's going to pump into close or if it's going to sell into close. We don't know. So we take a little bit of the IV in the morning and we take some in the afternoon. But I fell asleep because I'm often up till 2 and 3 and 4 a.m. posting shit for my Discord. I'm really working my ass off to make that 50 cents a day. And, woe is me, I suppose, right? I mean, I could be, I don't know, doing something else. But, so I guess I'm privileged to be able to do that. But at the same time, it takes a toll on you. And, man, if I didn't fall asleep, I could have doubled these positions up, and then instead of 2,500 a day, we'd have 6,000. And all of you guys, I would have been online as well to say, hey, I'm doubling up. I didn't get that opportunity. So going forward, you guys, like, keep that in the back of your mind. And I wrote about that. Somewheres. Where did I wrote? Yeah. So I wrote about it here, and I said, fuck, we could have had, it looked like I was on pace to make 2,059. If we sold the exact same positions 15 to 30 minutes before close, instead of getting paid $20.59, I'm going to be paid $4,790, which is a 233% difference, more than double. Same positions, right? Which were, what were they? It's a 1490 calls, 1285 calls, and then 295 calls for tomorrow. So we did some swing trading today, guys, because it dropped and then it popped and then it dropped. But anyways, I did talk about small accounts and things of that nature, because the small account, it's going to be harder to do right out of the gates, right? You're not going to be able to sell 30, 10, 26, 28 positions with an average, so 100 shares with an average price of, like, what was it, 88? That's representing $246,400 divided by 3, because it's like a 30% margin requirement. So it's representing 240 grand, but you need about 82 grand to do what I did. A lot of people in my Discord have large accounts. There's people with over $500,000 in their account in this Discord. Some people don't have $25,000 though, which is required for like day trading. So this is also the beauty of what I'm showing you here, is these don't require you to day trade. You can do the position, you can go about your day. If you have a job, you can set your alerts, you can click on it. Notification settings. All messages. I don't need to alert myself. You, as the member, should have all messages in this low risk place. All the messages. Notifications, all messages. And if you go into your wheel cog here in your user settings, you can set Discord up to notify to your phone. Okay, so that you're getting them to your phone. Go about your day. Don't worry about day trading. It's not for everybody. The average trader loses money day trading. Not over 90% of people lose money day trading. Statistics for day traders that lose money versus make money. I'm not sure if this is going to work or not, but we'll see. It's even worse. 97% of day traders who traded more than 300 days lose money. 3 out of 100 people make money. 97 out of 100 lose money. Okay, that's just a statistic, and that's from Brazil. I mean, I'm telling you right now, it's over 90%. I don't know why it's quoting me Brazil, like fucking Brazil Securities and Exchange Commission. What else we got? Yeah, 90% is a close to a ballpark figure for people in America. So 9 out of 10 people lose money. It's a high statistic, to say the least. So I'm trying to, again, provide you guys plays that, I mean, these, by all means, these plays I think are the absolute peak, best possible things you could be doing in the stock market for consistent gains with minimal work. Again, like, we have lives. You know, the shit is difficult. Minimal risk. The percents to lose are incredibly low. And, you know, with earnings happening every few months, you know, like, we're going to get to a lull. Once these earnings dry up within the next few weeks, we're going to go probably a month and a half, maybe even 2 full months where we're going to be in a lull. We're not going to have this opportunity. It's just not going to be there. I'm going to have to find it for you guys. Not that I'm not finding this. I'm looking at 30, 40, 50 tickers every day trying to find this for you guys. But it's going to be even harder when the earnings are completely done. I think, anyways. Because they have to be certain market cap companies. There's so many factors that go into finding this low risk golden nugget, free money, golden star play. Like, there's a bunch, but we're 11 for 11, and we're going to keep that going. The smaller accounts, it's going to build up over time, guys. Once you know, if you're making 300 or 400 a day, even if you're only making 100 a day, it's all based on your account size. Right? So if your account is small, 1,000, and you make 100, you just made 10% of your account growth. 10 of those trades, you doubled up, but that's not how exponential growth works. It's exponential, okay? And eventually, so at the beginning of a small account, you'll experience exponential growth, and as your account grows, it's going to taper off, right? $2,500 or $4,500, you know, on an account that's like 200 grand, you know, where you're not exponential anymore. But again, like, this is, who the hell is turning their nose up at 4-figure returns overnight, right? Like, we have members that are doing, I can't even remember the video because I said that other video I fucked up. So I don't know if I showed the gains in this video or not. I can't even remember. But we have this guy, you know, we have one individual, you know, he's showing his whole calendar. I really like this feature. I kind of wish Questrade had this. You know, he's got days in here. He's making 2,300, 240. He lost 400. He made 500. He made 1,800. He lost $9. He made 800. He made 200, right? You know, it's working for him. You got this guy making 5,000% returns. Where is he? Like, this one, it's saying 1,400%. That's me. And then you have, which for me, that's like incredible. I don't usually make those kinds of returns. You know, this guy, you know, he can't thank this community and me enough, right? And he made $5,000 or $4,280. right? Learning and being in here and just being ready to act and make a move. So, we're going to have another one of these tomorrow for Monday. We don't have another one for tomorrow because the other one for tomorrow was the exact same ticker. It was Crwv. At Crwv, it dumped that open exactly like I said it would to people. I said, you're going to be these people's exit liquidity. Be sure to, wait for it to dump. You're going to be able to profit. And then it pumped on some news with OpenAI, which is basically some bullshit. And then it dumped. And when it did this pump, all those options went crazy. I started selling like a madman. I sold a whole bunch more. And as you can see, right? Like I showed you before, I had 14 and 12 and 2, right? So by the end of it, we had 16 here, 16, 17, 36. Right? I'm more or less, I closed those real early though too. Like I didn't wait. I'm not all about that. Like I'm not super greedy. I wanted to go shopping, buy steaks. Like fucking when I make money, I want to have a good dinner and go out and spend some money. It's how I am because I didn't spend any money before when I had AMC and I fucking regret every minute. I should have went out and I should have spent 500 grand on just bullshit because I'd have 500 grand of bullshit. I'd have a $130,000 Lotus Amira, which I pre-ordered. I'd fucking have a Panagale motorbike. I'd have all this shit. I didn't spend any money. So now when I win some money, I spend a little bit of money. I don't spend a lot. $120, $130 on $2,500. I treat myself to remind myself, take care of yourself when you win, right? Put some away for taxes. Don't forget about the taxes because they're going to fucking come after you. What the hell was I looking at? Yeah. So anyways, it popped and it dropped. But what did I do? Like I literally told people round 2, right? So I said, yeah, 10 a.m. We are hitting the well for a second time. I also told people about UNH, the $200. So that was where you saw 351 on there. The $200 was paying $1. Well, the 200 put strike was paying 100. I alerted that in the low risk because the stock's fallen $400, guys. Those are now 10 cents. They're 10 cents. So you made 90% in the same day, 90%. But anyways, let's just stick with Crwv. I get 1,000 miles a minute because that's how you have to operate when you're putting all this information out and you're trying to do these videos. Rarely does it come out nicely. There's 1,000 things going on up here that I'm trying to convey all at the same time. Maybe that's just me, but I don't know. I feel like that's any person trying to do a stock channel and a YouTube and a fucking Discord. And they're trying to just, get everything so you understand it. But you might have to watch the video a few times or get in the Discord and just go over the info. Crwv, if you missed it yesterday, next week's just as good. We normally, these are designed for overnight holds. There could be some wonky price action. Like I'm giving you the risks. But I'm saying, hit the well again. Right now, this is the call. Crwv, 95 strike, 100 strike. Okay, I'm telling you the percents that the price would have had to have moved 34 and 41%. That's astronomical price moves, guys. It was the same shit. I told everybody in here, what is it? I crossed out this strike. Don't fucking worry about that strike. Hit these strikes, 95 and 100. I'm telling you what to get. Not financial advice. But I'm literally telling you what you can get. Nobody had even sold 100 strikes. There was no open interest. I sold. I was one. I started selling these fuckers. 80 cents, 90 cents, $1. I think I got as high as $1.20 on these. And then they're only like 10 cents now. Or what are they? They're 25 cents. They're 25 cents. So you could have, even at that, when I posted, you could have gotten 80 cents or $80, right? Because it's 100 shares. $80, $80, $80, $80, $80. The stock would have had to climb 41%. You're selling at the top. It's 71.12. 71. The high of the day was 72.97. So fucking I alerted you. I alerted you here. I alerted you 71.12. That's where I alerted you to sell this shit. It went up a teensy bit more and it's plummeted. We're selling calls. That's bearish. That means the stock will go down. Where all the people buying it, buying our calls from us, oh, to the moon, Lambos, rocket ships. And we're like, you're fucking on crack. Give me your money. Give me your money. And that's what we took their money and then we closed it out. And now they're 25 cents. So those people got screwed. But, I mean, that's their own fault for being greedy and trying to pump a stock that's up fucking 200% in 3 weeks. And it's $22 billion in debt. So we take these into a consideration. Fundamentals. A lot of people just pretend to ignore it, but, I mean, you can't. So anyways, look to close out. I even tell you the exit strategy. Close out at 50% profit. As in, if you sell a 95 strike for 110, which 110, 95 strike, once you sell that, enter buy to close at 55 cents and just leave it open for a 50% gain. Could even fill between today and tomorrow. And it filled today. Those are Crwv. 95 strike for next week. All strikes. They're 30 cents. So you would have gone out to buy your steaks or jerk off or whatever the hell you wanted to do. You would have set your close at 55 cents and you would have came back and went, shit, I left 25 cents on the table. $25 per contract. You actually wouldn't have said shit. You would have said, sweet. Thanks, Kev. I literally got to just put it in order that you told me everything I needed to do. I didn't have to do any fucking work at all because I joined your Discord for 50 cents a day. And then I did what you said, and I came back and I had $45 per, or what the hell was it? $1.10 or $1.10? $1.10. $1.10 closed it out for 55. So you made 110 minus 55. You made $55 on each single contract. If you sold 10 of those, you made $550. My Discord's $20 a month. Oh, that's it's 2.5 years of Discord for free. You did no mental brain power work there. You just looked at what I was talking about and you were like, yeah, this guy knows what he's talking about. He's 11 for 11. And then you did what I said to do and then you banked. And congratulations. I even went as far as to say, this is what I'm doing. Exactly. How many orders I put open. I just fucking rifled out the orders there, guys. In case it pumped again, I said, here's what I'm selling. I'm selling 82, 82, 82, 82, 82 for tomorrow. And I'm trying to sell them at 25, 35, 45, 65, and 75 cents. Okay? Just selling a shit ton. Because I was already in 82s and, you know, it was kind of going up and down. So I was like, well, whatever, I'll buy those. And I was selling 95, 95, 95, 95, 95, 95, all for next week at 75, 95, $1.15. I just went up 20 cents every time. 20 cents, 20 cents, 20 cents, 20 cents, 20 cents. And then I said 100s. 100, 100, because that was as high as it went. 75 cents, $1, $1.50. Great. And none of them filled, unfortunately. I would have loved to have had one more pump, one more breath of fresh air off of or breath of life rather, off of this 13 EMA or off of VWAP, just to fill those, because yeah, like the opportunity could be over now. It's probably what we call on to the next one. But between the time that I posted this 10:07 and 10:25, 13 fucking minutes, guys, it was already up. You were already out with profit. I said I closed everything. Like, I don't need to be this transparent either. This is the thing. You know, you can have a stock channel and there's people on there, again, they're not transparent at all. There's dudes that show paper trading. I showed it in my Discord here. Where was it? Paper trading? No. Let me see if the search is like not showing it. Yeah, here we go. This is what he shows. He's like, oh, look at the money we made on ABBV. The money we made? What the fuck are you talking about? Paper trading profit. Paper trading is a simulated environment where investors practice buying and selling securities without risking real money. It's virtual trading. It's not real. Why on earth are you showing paper trading, Johnny Bravo? The guy, by all means, he seems legitimate, like decent guy. I don't think he's malicious at all. I think he probably doesn't want to share his actual, because he's probably rich. He said he made like $1 million on people buying his fucking course for $300 and up. I wouldn't be surprised. Suckers born every minute. But I mean, when you're showing paper trading, guys, that's not, for one, that's like not very transparent. And for two, it's kind of bullshit. It doesn't mean anything. It means nothing. It's fake. It's not real. You didn't put any money on the line. You didn't actually risk anything. So to show that is very not disingenuous. And I'm showing you real gains because I sincerely want you to have real profit. And I'm putting my money where my mouth is and showing you every inner working of how my brain works and how I enter plays and my strategies and getting out. Like there's not many people, I don't think, that would even say, set the close for 55 cents and take 50%. They'd probably just say, oh yeah, you're gonna make all that money and there's no risk in keeping a position open, so just hold it and get 100%. There's always going to be risk. So yeah, if it fucking drops 50% in a single day, just take the 50%, get the hell out. We don't care that we left, that we took it out at 55 and it's 30. I don't care. I'm getting to sleep easy tonight. No, I'm all cash tomorrow. If I don't even buy a stock tomorrow, doesn't matter. I had a $2,500 day. I only need, like I said, if I had one of those a week, guys, one $2,500 a day week in a 5-day trading, everybody's out there, I gotta fucking make money every day, I got a day trade. You need to make good trades, profitable, good, low risk trades to grow your account. That's the goal. Don't put a limit on it. Don't put how many days you need to do it, right? If you can do it every day, great. But if you can do one $2,500 a week, that's a $10,000 in a standard month, and in a month with 5 weeks, $12,500. Like, that's huge. That's massive, right? 52 weeks, 2,500 a week, 52 weeks, 130 G. Okay, that's fine. I'm good with that. I don't need to make $500,000 a year. I don't need $1 million. I mean, it'd be fucking nice. It'd be nice to go back to the days of AMC where I can hold for 6 months, 7 months, and I turn 80K into 2 million. Sure, but it's just not realistic, right? And that was way less work, by the way. That was buy, hold, sell my shit, sell belongings, and run a side gig selling vehicles and motorbikes and trucks, and going to auctions and selling weed whackers and fucking art, literally grinding to make money to buy AMC shares and just keep buying and buying and buying and buying. By the end of it, I probably bought 125, 150 grand of AMC to make the 2 mil. It'd be nice to go back to those times, but I don't think there's no stock like that that's really realistic. It might have been Palantir, but that ship has sailed. It was $10. It's like fucking 130 now. I don't even know. PLTR. The ship sailed. 127. I hit 129.78. 130 bucks. The ship sailed. Okay. Too late. That would have been the one. 500% gainer on the year. Loading 150K into a stock at 10, 13, and 30. Let's call it an average of 25. 130,000 divided $25. 5,200 shares at today's price, 127. 660 grand. Right? That'd be amazing. But that's not even who I am anymore. I don't enjoy that because of tickers like United Health. How can you buy Palantir when this can happen to you? That can happen to Palantir. There's Peloton. Here is Moderna. Moderna was 500, guys. It's 24 right now. Moderna's 24 from 500. 2022, 2025. $726, which was $72.60. I was there. It was 78 in the pre-market. The market opened, it crushed. I lost $440,000 in that day. I said I lost a house to myself. I said I lost a house because my dad's like, oh, in the pre-market, he's like, just take the money. He's like, what the fuck? Take the money. What are you doing? Like, he's like, you mad at me? And I was like, fuck you. It's going to 450, just like GameStop. And I said, I'm going to sell it at 108 because I wasn't greedy. In my mind, that's not greedy. I said, if it goes to 400 and I sell it at 108, I had this 108 number in my head because it's like this number that's followed me my whole life. I'm going to fucking sell it at 108. It's 78. It's going to go parabolic. It's going to hit that 100. Like, because I was like, oh, it's hitting 100. It's at 78. It's going to 100. Psychological. No, it fucking smoked. It was like 60, $55 a few days later. 42, 14. It hit 14. I was like, fine. There's no way I'm going back to pre-January. So anyways, how do you go long on stocks? Like, I don't care. Tesla. That's probably my most profitable, my second most profitable stock ever was Tesla. 700 in, and I got in at 700 and I rode it to 3,500. I don't know how I ever did shit like that, right? Because this, and it's done well. But I mean, look at this. Like, if you got in, imagine you got in here. Imagine you're like, oh, I'm FOMOing in. Oh, and you get in and it's like, like 400, 380, 350. And you're like, fuck yeah, 415 from 350. And then in 2 days, 340. You're like, oh shit, I'm back. Well, it'll pop again. And then it fucks with you. And then it goes down to 100. You're suicidal at that point, guys. You bought shares at 3 something and it's 100. You're suicidal. These people with Tesla pumping the way it did again, you got lucky. I would be getting the hell out of this. 360 looks to be, you're in a uptrend here, but I'd get the hell out of the stock. The damage has been done to the brand, and they make 95% of their revenue from it. But I'm just saying, long story short, I wish I remember what ticker this was, and I got to figure out what it was. It's very hard to go long, right, on any of these tickers, especially when the chart looks like that. Here's the beginning of May, guys. We're only on May 15, for fuck's sakes. Excuse the language, but we'll get rid of it. We'll go right to May. That's May. Even that, really. 39.50. April 30th. Like, that's the chart. Are you kidding me? Of course you're going to sell calls on that. You're not buying calls. You're selling calls. You're selling into that FOMO euphoric buying. And it's just double top today. And I think the momentum's toast. All this information is priced in. This will definitely be one you can play next earnings. And next earnings, it might be different. Next earnings, we might be selling puts. Expecting it to go up. Expecting it to beat the estimates. Because now they're going to really be trying to be bullish on this and shit, right? It's going to be set up for success here. So that'll be definitely one we put on the watch list for next time. If you're not in my Discord, I'm going to say it for like the 5th time in this video. Get in the Discord. Go to the link that will be pinned in the comments below, which is going to take you. I mean, it's literally. I don't understand that it's a mirror. After 600 videos, I'm just right-handed. go to that link. I should put my camera over there and put this over here. Just switch it because I fucking dyslexic, man. Video dyslexic. It's gonna take you to upgrade.chat from free from it all exclusive. Okay, and you're gonna choose premium. Premium if you're smart and cool and awesome, and standard if you're just smart and cool and awesome. You choose either. Premium monthly. If I've helped you make money, you can tip me. You can send me it directly to my email. I don't have any qualms asking for a tip. If you make $5,000 and I helped you make $5,000, I think it's cool to, send me some money and I get to buy some shit for myself. I get to pay for gas. I get to pay a bill. I got to pay a little bit of my taxes, whatever. Skirt me something. Sure. Thank you. Appreciate it. Because I don't sell courses and bullshit to supplement the income. I guess I could. But I just think being in a live Discord is better than all that anyways. I just don't really see myself. I don't see the value in that. Because it's by the time I post this video, the information could be obsolete at any given moment, right? So get in, pick one of those. You can pay with credit card or PayPal. Stripe is like a $1 billion company. This all goes through Stripe. And I'm waiting for them to IPO because I'm interested in it. $92 billion. Like, I don't even, like, what is the S&P? Because if you're like, I don't know, I don't trust this. It's a $92 billion company that's global, guys. So let's see. Obviously, the top 7 are like Mag 7. Let's see. Oh, this is Canadian. Why is it in Canadian? Let me see if I can just switch this to USD. There we go. USD. What did I say it was? 92 billion? So what are we looking at here? MicroStrategy, MSTR, the coolest on the planet. MSTR, guys, is only 109. It's only 20 billion more. Lockheed Martin is 108. There's that 108 I was telling you about that follows me everywhere. I picked 2 stocks, and the second one is 108. CrowdStrike, 108. Micron, 106. Let's find some that are 90. CME Group, 98. Starbucks, 99. Like, it's fucking basically as big as Starbucks, the payment company. Intel, 94. Right? Nike is 92, and Stripe is 91.5. So it's the same value as Nike. So you don't have to be like worried. Like UPS, United Parcel Service, is worth 7 billion less than the payment processing people for Discord, right? It's legit is basically what I'm telling you. So don't worry about that. So you're going to see, obviously, like I said in my previous videos, you're going to see less of these videos on YouTube because I want you. If I keep doing it on YouTube for free, what the fuck? Why are you going to come into the Discord? There's not a lot of incentive. But look what you missed. Now you missed 2 plays. DVA, you kind of missed 3 because we were in Coinbase, but it wasn't as good as the other ones. You missed DVA and you missed Crwv or whatever else it's called. Crwv, yeah. 2 excellent plays that both paid out. And Crwv you didn't miss 2 plays. You basically missed 3. Because of this pump, Crwv was 3 plays. That pump, that's a 3 white nighter. Every time you get a 3 white nighter, it goes like half. And then it probably is going to go right to the bottom there. And let's see what happened there, guys. This is called a 3 white nighter. It goes half. And it goes to there. Let's just go forward a little bit. Oh, would you look at that? Here's half. Can you see that little tick, by the way? Which this wasn't on that. Just 2 seconds ago, all you saw was this red one. Can you see where the line is there? On this? It's exact half, guys. This is what I teach in the Discord. In the premium, when we get together, I teach you Fibonacci's. I teach you this chart pattern. I teach you 3 black crows. This is like so bankable. Like, sell calls on 3 white knights. Sell the calls. Sell the calls. It's going to go down. And then what do we have here? Look at the red bar. It's fucking exact, guys. It's all a computer. This bar right here, it's exact. It's exact. The wick isn't. The bar itself is exact. Let me see if I can print the screen. Here. It's 3 white knights. Classic. Exact. I said that in the Discord. So I said, I mean, you could buy puts if you wanted, but I'm not gambling like that on a stock that's clearly so has violent price swings, going from 60 to 75 to 60 to 72 to 65. Like, that's violent. So we're not going to be buying puts on that, but you could sell calls here, which is what we did, and expect it to go to 50%. Oh, look at that. And then boom, there. I want to see if I have the post just so I can prove to you this was said in the Discord, but I don't know, fucking whatever, who cares? It's like, you're either in or you're not. But we know that. We know that pattern. 3 white knights. How many times have I mentioned 3 white knights in here? That's 15. It definitely ain't no 15. What the hell? 3 white knights. 183. 3 WK. 20. White. This 786. 3 white knights, right? How amazing is the 3 white knights? So here you go, was Crwv. So I'm telling people about the 3 white knights. This stock has not gone to halfway yet. And it did not go the full bar yet. And I showed target 1, $70. Target 2, $68.50. I showed it. 1 and 2. That's what I'm saying. 1, 2, 3. Target 1, target 2. It was already going down. What's the price? Guys, it's all here for you. I'm posting it every day. You got to be paying attention to this stuff so that you can profit on it. I need to see you guys making this money. Like, I want to help you do it. I'm putting it out there for you. That was at 10:15 a.m. This price of the stock right now, $66.89. Right? Sorry. There we go. Right? It well below. Anyways, that's what we offer here in the Discord, and that's just for me. There's other members that are pumping out charts and callouts and alerts all day long in the main. Like, look at the shit going on in the main. None of this is me. This is other people. I posted in there a few posts, right? But we have, I wanted to make sure people understood to sell UNH, right? I'm highlighting UNH. It was disgusting. Someone turned $10,000 into $250,000, $258,000. We were looking at that. We had, again, so it's not even just me, guys. You get in here because we're what's called a community of traders. We're not a community of followers who need to be told everything to do, but I'm offering that. We're not a community of pump and dumpers who all of us try to run into a stock and run it up and then get out. We don't do that at all. We don't even talk about fucking penny stocks in here. Originally, 2 years ago, people wanted that for me, and I lost over 200 members because I was like, fucking, this is trash, guys. This is how you're going to lose your money, and it doesn't work. You think it works, It doesn't work. Big money is going to screw you 100 times out of 100. It's the quickest way to lose money. And I banned talking about the penny stocks in the main, and a lot of people, that's what they wanted. They wanted the daily pump and dumps because it was a thing, and the IPOs and shit. They were trash. The only good IPO in recent times has been Crwv and Reddit. That's it. The rest are trash. They're all garbage. We're sticking to trading, making money, and most importantly, limiting losses. Taking an L on a losing position, guys, we went over that in the Discord yesterday too. How important it is to get out, right? UNH, getting out at, taking an L from 380 to 320, but getting out, and then it goes to 275, and then it goes to 248. It's 274 today, but yeah, it hit 248. Like, fuck. That's brutal. What you want to see here is you actually want to see this thing dump one more time, back around theirs tomorrow, and stall out. That'll be your signal to sell puts again, and the stock to climb. You don't like one candle isn't enough. You really do want to see this thing push that 250 again and have this kind of same look to it, the same candle, and then pump up. So this will be one we watch tomorrow. If it does that, I think sell puts. And then after that, don't ever look at it. Like me personally, I'm never going to look at a pharma stock again. I'm not looking at biotech, and I'm not looking at pharma. That's it. I'm done with them. I've showed them, yeah. Sava Sciences. I had a guy in my Discord, in my live stream, not in my Discord. Oh, it's 35. It's going to go to the moon, man. You're a clown. You don't know what you're talking about. I said, this is going down. This is not going up. And it went from 38 to 23 to 15 to 25 to 10 to 30, all the way from 30 to $1. It's $2. Oh my God, a shocker. A guy with a YouTube channel who devotes his time and energy and life to telling people about stocks was right. And this stock lost 95% of its value. 38 and, what is it, 2? 2 divided 38. 95. 95%. So, and he probably still owns it. And he probably lost... probably lost tens of thousands of dollars because he seemed like he was like every live stream I would have, he would come in and mention Sava, and I'm like, stop mentioning it. It's shit. It's a shitco. I used to just shit on the stock, and I was like, I'm sorry, man. Like I don't want to offend you, but like you're going to lose your money. You're gonna get screwed, and that's what happened. Neither here nor there. I am rambling, probably because I'm hungry. And I had a Starbucks cortado before doing this video, which is 3 shots of espresso. maybe I'm for my what do you call it, thumbnail or whatever. I'll have like Crwv and something to do with cortado. Fucking cortado spilling all over Crwv, or I don't know. We'll see what I have. But man, I didn't realize that was a 1-hour video. That's insane. Well, I guarantee like 3 people stayed for that 1 hour, but I don't care. For those 3 people of you guys rock. You're awesome. You deserve to win. I hope you profit with me tomorrow and the next day, because I guarantee those 3 people are Discord members. So we'll see what we can drum up for you guys tomorrow here. And then next week should still be good. I gotta look through the earnings. I haven't done that yet. It's like 5 o'clock. I'm gonna eat dinner, take a break. My eyes are bugging, and then I'm gonna get those earnings up tonight though, because we gotta know what's coming up. I should already have them up. I usually have them up by Wednesday, but I will get those for you guys. Appreciate those that stuck around and watched. If you did, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. I haven't asked a single time yet. Please do that. Please become a member of the YouTube channel for $1. I think maybe $1.35 US, $2 Canadian. it supports me. It helps my growth. We're talking 7 cents a day or something like that, guys. Um, Literally would appreciate that so bad. Like, I go on TikTok, I send roses to all these people. Like, I top it up like $20 a month, and I just fire off roses. Um, I donate on Twitch. I use my Prime subscription. I really wish YouTube would have a Prime subscription, just like um, Twitch, because that would be sick. I bet you a lot of people would do that for content creators. It just helps out a lot, right? It really helps out. Every little bit helps, guys. It all adds up, and that's all I'm looking for. I'm not asking for millions of dollars from people. And the Meet Kevin who wanted $1,000 subscription, and I haven't even fucking heard his name in a very long time since he tried to run for governor and sell cryptocurrency to people, and then he just funded his campaign with like bogus crypto promise. Like, it was fucking, the guy turned into a total piece of crap from what I can tell. Just a scumbag. And like, I don't do any of that. I'm asking you for literally $1.30 to subscribe to my YouTube as a member. And it just gets you video shoutouts. It gets you video shoutouts and my appreciation. That's it. You're not going to get much back for it, but I would appreciate it. And then if you want to help yourself, you get in the Discord so that these plays, you aren't missing these plays, because that's where they're going to be this week and next week. They're going to be in the Discord, and then when they come back onto the YouTube, we're going to maybe review them, and we're going to kind of rub it into people's faces that didn't join the Discord, and we're going to say, well, I guess you should have been in here. Free.